Howdy, this is Marissa from Marissa Moments, and I come to you with a real life story and its healing translation. So remember, only take what resonates. Ready to go? Here we are. True story. I remember years ago working at this establishment, and my manager came to me at one point and said, "Hey, Marissa, we need to move your office. We need to relocate it." And you know what I did? Nothing. I pretended I didn't hear her. I didn't want to move my office. It was big. It was in a great location right by the window. I had everything set up just like I wanted. It was perfect. So, whatever, right? I went to lunch. And then when I got back from lunch, you know what I saw? Came to my office, and that same manager was in the middle of my office holding my purse up. And two other workers were there clearing out the desk drawers and relocating my stuff into a box. I was pissed. I probably had literal smoke coming out of my ears. How dare she? You're invading my space, touching my personal things, and just being an asshole, right? Well, I don't know. Hindsight is always 20/20, isn't that what they say? So let's see how we can flip this and translate it. So I basically gave all my power away. Instead of acknowledging the fact that, yes, I did hear you. I'm not happy about it, but what can we do about it? Instead of claiming my power, taking the moment as it came, the opportunity as it came to gather my own things and maybe even decide where I wanted to be relocated as opposed to having someone do it for me or, as I saw it, to me. I could have stepped up in that moment, but instead I chose to ignore it and I chose to go to lunch because what's the worst thing you can say to me? No. What's the worst thing that can happen to me? Not getting my way. So I pouted like a child and I ignored it. And then when it actually happened, I chose to blame the person who tried to give me the heads up. I ended up seeing her later in the hallway, and I gave her a look like if looks could kill, she would have been dead 10 times over. She actually acknowledged it too. "You don't have to stare at me like that. Jeez." And I was like, "Stare at you like what?" When I clearly knew, she clearly knew, the world clearly knew. Anywho, why do I talk about all that? Again, it's about claiming your power. It's about stepping up in the moment. Instead of ignoring things that are so plain and clear, we have to learn to address them in a healthy fashion. If I had just expressed my disdain in a professional way, but then made steps to take action towards affecting change in the only way that I could, then I wouldn't have felt so powerless and so enraged in the moment that they actually took the steps that I could have in the very beginning. So maybe it's time to stop ignoring things and take action. Maybe it's time to stop setting ourselves up for self-fulfilling prophecies of victimization. Maybe it's time to stop putting ourselves in positions in which we know the outcome will be rage. I don't know, just a thought. And that's it. So, thank you for listening. And if this message resonates, that means it's for you. And if not, that's cool too. Just keep it pushing. Either way, again, I thank you for listening and I wish you the best day ever. Until next time, you know the vibes. Peace.